All right, we're coming in with another move out after an eviction. This is a series. We had an investor who did a couple of these right in a row that were all takeover units. This is not a unit, for those who are curious, this is not a unit that we moved anybody into. This is a unit that the owner acquired with this tenant in place, and we're in the process of actually upgrading and really bringing the whole property here up to snuff. So we're going to do a quick walkthrough, show you what we find. This one, the tenant actually returned the keys, so we didn't have to come out with the bailiff, but this is what we found. So coming in here, looking around, so that screen is bent pretty well, but I think that we'll be able to save that. It's nice that it has the vinyl windows. Again, that's a big upgrade. A lot of wall damage here. It's not just ripped off, it's actually all the way under, and when it starts peeling like that, it does take a bit to get through. Trim was ripped off the wall here. Luckily, it's all in one piece. It wasn't splintered, so we should be able to just put that back up and it'll fit perfectly, which is, you know, an ideal situation. I think that this is supposed to have doors, or did have a door here at some point, and this was a bedroom. So we'll have to decide what we're going to do here, because this is much wider than a standard door. If we found a door that actually fit it, number one, the radius of it would be huge, and so it'd be really inconvenient for opening and closing. Number two is that it would be tremendously expensive. Coming through more of the wall mounts, which is just part and parcel. The window here was not installed correctly. I'm trying to get the angle here for you so you could see that, and I know you're gonna be more interested in the dilapidated garage behind, but you can actually see right there, you can see daylight straight through. So this window has to be insulated and then put on a piece of trim around it to finish the edge and make it look nice, but it's a decent window, you know, much newer window. So coming around, the floors all in all are not in bad shape, which is actually a pretty pleasant surprise. I think that it's time for a new ceiling fan. The wires are exposed up there, which is not a huge deal, but it's just not centered. We could take care of that, but it might not be worth saving, just an older fan. Have a closet number one here, lots of trash. Moving through the rest of the unit. Unlike the last unit we showed you, this door actually can be saved. It's just going to be all paint. It looks a little bit rough, but with some scraping and painting, it'll actually come together nicely. Looks like there's one beer left there if anybody wants. Put in the comments, we can ship that off to you. Again, a lot of dirt. The floor is pretty damaged here. You could actually see, this is a great example. This happens a lot, especially in rental properties, that people put multiple layers of floor. So you can see we've got our top layer. Underneath that, you have an older square stick-down tile of some sort, followed by another stick-down tile of some sort. So ideally, when we do the floor here, we'd like to take up all these layers and go down to the base. It just helps. It helps keep things level, helps make the house just feel nicer and look better. Again, mostly trash. The cabinets here don't look so bad. It would be nice to put an actual proper toe kick, which is the board that goes along the bottom of the cabinets there. And into the bedroom here. Oh, this is so pretty. I just hope that it comes down nicely. I hate glitter. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I think that glitter should just be obliterated, especially in a rental unit. That ceiling fan's got to go, just due to age. This door, same thing. It looks really rough. Oh, this is actually split. So the way that this door is put together, this is a separate panel. So I'm going to back off here a little bit so you can see. So that is a separate panel. And if you have a good carpenter, they can actually pop this side piece off, put a new one in, and then put the door back together. and you can do that. It is all the way through. You can actually see. So that is one way of doing it. I think that there was once a leak from the kitchen above. So I'll have to do some of these repairs here. And lots of drywall work. I think that this was also improperly installed, and we're going to have to properly insulate this and then put the board around the trim board so that you can put that in there. I don't think that old clothes and rags are proper insulation. So hopefully we can get that done pretty easily. Shouldn't be too much trouble. I love this. If you've never seen this, this is an old wall mount can opener. Sears single action. Again, maybe if we start to get some people subscribing, we can take some of these things off the walls in the units and send them out to our subscribers as thank yous for subscribing. Coming back through. This is technically, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not an electrician, but I believe that when you put stuff in this conduit, that is technically a legal installation. We would try to get rid of that and come up with a new solution. If need be, we might use something a little bit prettier, like a plastic cover that's just going to be less industrial looking. This unit, again, with this, like, I don't know what kind of paper this is they put over. I think that we would like to replace this window. We've got mostly new windows here. There are some signs of water penetration. Probably need to take a look at the gutters and see what's going on outside. And let's take a look at the bathroom. Just a little storage closet there. More trash. There was a leak here, so there's some drywall that fell. It's not that bad. This is actually just it's drop ceiling, so it's just 4 panels, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so that's actually a pretty easy fix once we prime everything up here, make sure it's dried out, that we don't have any growth of anything. And then the bathroom. So I don't know why. If anybody knows, please give me a comment why people put wood windows in showers. It's the worst idea ever. It's not waterproof. What happens is that this ledge and this wood all gets rotted. So actually, by all things considered, this is not terribly rotted. I would replace this for vinyl. What you do see, now let's take a look over here. See the vanity, no mirror, so it looks like we're gonna need to get a mirror for this place. They did cover over the duct, but that's not a huge deal. This is interesting. This is a real this is a real deal here. So what this is this is a wood panel, and instead of putting drywall in this wall here, they put in just pieces of plywood and painted them instead of putting drywall in. And we got it on this side too, it looks like. You can see the knots in the wood here. So we'll make a decision with the owner. They don't look terrible, but it's just not properly done. So back to the shower though. The one thing that we do see in showers is sometimes landlords or tenants will actually put a second shower curtain rod on the other side to block all of that. If it's my preference, I would actually put a frosted, what are those things called? Glass block, that's what it's called, with a vent at the top. That way they can open it, get airflow in here because there is no exhaust fan, and still have privacy. It's much more water resistant. And that's what we're seeing here post eviction move out. We have a couple of raffle items in this can opener if anybody wants to put in the comments. And also over here, we've got 1 bottle of Corona. I don't know if it's legal to send that stuff out, but if we find out that we can, somebody's welcome to it. So hope you enjoyed.